Let me introduce you to Alan. Alan's story is probably a lot yours. Hardworking, overwhelmed, no time for himself. In this short video, I'll walk you through how we rebuilt his body, mind, and his energy without adding more pressure or stealing time that he didn't have. Alan didn't need more motivation or another YouTube, TikTok, Instagram workout that he saw online. To be honest, he wasn't really training initially before working with me, but you get what I'm saying. He didn't need noise added. There was already a lot going on with work, with looking after the wee man. I was literally burning out, working 60-hour work weeks, caring for the wee man, his son, and carrying a mental load that no one saw. He wasn't lazy. He was overloaded. He needed structure, clarity, and just reset, where he could start making himself a priority and start taking better care of Alan. Before we started, Alan was stuck in a rut, mentally and physically. Alan was in a really bad situation, mentally. And I remember him saying that if he kept going the way he was going, he wouldn't be sure if he would still be here. Training was non-existent, nutrition, whatever was convenient. Mentally, it was foggy, frustrated, and to survive and get by. There was no real thinking, bigger picture or goals. It was just stuck, day by day, doing what he had to do. He was showing up for everything and everyone else, but he wasn't showing up for himself. He didn't know how to show up for himself. He thought he just had to knock it down, get work, just get it done, and that's it. Be a man, as they'd say, right? He didn't care about having a six-pack. He just wanted to feel normal again. Like he just wanted to get up to a normal mental level and be stable initially. And then, of course, as time went, he wanted to get stronger. I don't know if he necessarily said this, but what he did was he wanted to get stronger mentally, physically, more resilient, just locked in. Just a body that reflects his character, a hard worker, a grafter. He wanted clarity, confidence, to be someone his son could look up to. What every dad wants, right? He wasn't looking for perfection or pity. He was looking for progress with solid structure and support. Here's how we helped Alan build structure, reset his mind, and stop self-sabotaging without pressure, perfectionism, or fluff. No bullshit, right? Some structure and momentum. We didn't talk about his problems. We came up with solutions, simple and effective ones. We made training fit his life, not the other way around. Pardon me. Alan trained 3 times per week, full body sessions with purpose, focus, and intensity, and we really made that the foundation and then built from there. There was no real calorie obsession, structure, and small consistent wins over time that built that self-belief and helped him make progress each week, each month. Meals were satisfying and sustainable, fueling his body like a man who values himself. So Alan started showing up consistently without needing motivation or pressure. He just had to be told what to do, shown how to do it, and then boom, he was off. He put the work in. We were ending self-sabotage because Alan no longer needed to ghost himself when life got tough. The hard part wasn't the training nutrition. The hard part is the training nutrition around the long working hours and, of course, responsibilities, dad duties, right? When stress hit, he didn't spiral. He had tools and real ongoing support to tackle whatever challenges and stresses and struggles that were coming up as they came up. He started choosing progress over punishment, and instead of feeling drained and defeated and exhausted, he started actually elevating his energy himself. He stopped checking out when life got tough and he started to back himself. Mindset coaching helped Alan unload some of the mental weight and stop spiraling, so by offering some new perspectives, solutions to the problems that are ruminating in his mind, they learned to regulate his nervous system and his perceptions and just after work by actually getting a session in. Setbacks were reframed as feedback and he stopped beating himself up. He started again showing up and backing himself, putting the work in for himself to show up better at work, to show up better and more present for his kid. He stopped spiraling and he started thinking clearly again. So we didn't talk about problems. Again, we built solutions. Alan trains 3 days per week, full body sessions that fit his life. There was no real restrictive diets, just fine meal structure. Learn how to fuel his body. Again, like a man who values himself. We had real conversations. As much as Alan's like trying to get body a stone, he's a stoic guy that doesn't really want to talk about the feelings, but I love talking about feelings because there's so much that we can learn and understand there. But even if he didn't necessarily open up a lot, I shared a lot with him, and I knew that he took it on board because when mindset started to shift, so did how he carried himself. Alan said it felt like going to a mate who got it. And that's exactly what it was. Me and Alan showed up for him. I told him the truth. Sometimes not what he wanted to hear, but I gave him this balance, a compliment with an insult. That's just Alan. Like, and if he wasn't meeting the standard and he knew that, I'd call him out on it. But if he needed a bit more support and stuff was going on outside the gym, then we talk about it and I understand it. I meet him where he's at, and just we build with what we've got and what's going on. We build belief. We didn't add pressure. We simplified everything to fit his life in a way that he could understand and was manageable, not overwhelming. We didn't try to fix him because there was nothing to be fixed. We just let him see the strength that he already had inside, the light that he already had inside, because he was carrying a lot of weight in his shoulders, which really did that. Look at the size of Alan's arms. So I say, look at them. Yeah, well, I'll show you in the next picture, but Alan's arms are tiny. Now look at the hanks, man. Sorry, I just crazy. Alan's biggest shift is he stopped ghosting himself and started backing himself. So again, he stopped going through the motions and started actually sharpening the axe instead of just chopping away each and every day. He took some time in the gym to sharpen that axe for himself. So I don't think I might have missed something there. My bad. Intensity, structure, support. Stopped doing the stairs, started lifting heavier. I got stronger. That's something you got on even when life was tough, which was the real challenge, right? Making this work around a busy life. So before Alan was burnt out, anxious, foggy, doubting himself. Now, stronger, calmer, clearer and full of energy. He walks into the gym with purpose, handles stress with certainty and feels proud of who he's become. And you can see in that first photo that Alan actually didn't want to show his face. Second photo, didn't get a choice. But again, he hid his face because he didn't want to be seen, right? He was hiding away. But now, so now proud. Not in your face proud, but just a solid, confident guy. He had burnt out, anxious, stuck in a rut. Now he's stronger, leaner, full of energy inside out. Didn't know what to do, was confused. Now, that's exactly what to do. But again, I won't read all of this. If you want to read this, you can, of course, pause. But Alan said, I combine mindset and PT-based program as an absolute changer for me. It is without a doubt one of the best choices I've made. Without a doubt, Ryan is the absolute best. I'll take that. And with his mindset and PT coaching, you're guaranteed an outcome. Without a doubt. There's no doubt here. You can see this, right? If it can work for Alan, it can work for you. Alan's story isn't special. Alan's special, right? But not in that way. It's just a real result, a real transformation. He didn't need more time. He needed the right structure, support, and strategy. And if you're anything like Alan, or if any of Alan's story resonated with you, then DM me Reddit. I'll send you the next steps so you can take a similar journey. And let's build your breakthrough together. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here.